All right, so this is social studies, and on Friday we talked about a very important concept in social studies. Who remembers what the concept was, Isabel? Supply and demand. And we talked about the supply of tobacco and how the English were in low demand or high demand, Landon?
They were on low demand.
They were in low demand because they had a big supply, not stash. Well, you know. So let's think about the concept of supply and demand. Talk about supply and demand of something right now in the world. Tell me what the product is and if it's in high demand, low supply, or low supply, or high supply, low demand. Right now. Right now it's times, not colonial times. Think about it. Everyone think about an example. Riley? Not colonial times, right now.
I mean right now. Something that's using that people use more.
Okay, give me an example. Can you think of one?
Like technology with the new
Technology. Okay. Is technology in high supply or low supply? High supply. There's technology everywhere.
Oh, well,
But
certain things are low supply.
But the difference between the technology example is we're always in demand for technology. So that's why you see companies putting out a new product, the iPhone 5, next thing you know, it'll be the iPhone 6, because of the demand for the new technology. What's your example, Olivia? We talked about that the other day. In the city, a big city, there is what kind of demand for teachers? High demand. Now up here, there's not as much demand because there's more what?
There's more what?
What? Do we have a high supply of teachers or a low supply of teachers in Garrett County? We have a high supply. So there's a lot of teachers wanting jobs, but there's a low demand because there's not enough jobs. Okay? So let's move on to today's lesson. Go ahead and turn to page 219. Yeah. A low supply for perfume. Huh. That's interesting.
Wait, what?
There's a low supply for perfume. So that must mean the what is high?
The demand.
Demand must be high. We ran, all the ladies out there ran the supply of perfume out. Okay. Page 219. What we're going to do today, what was different from Friday, is we're going to read this aloud. Okay? So I'm going to ask, if I call you to read one paragraph of this text when I call you. Allison, you can start.
Okay.
Everybody should be following along in your book.
Rising colonial economy. During the early 1700s, cities colonial regions developed its trade economy. Shipbuilding and fishing industries rather than farming developed the South had immense capacity for export. Study the graphics on this page and link it to the textbook.
Okay, so you see the graph. Okay. What is that graph showing us?
The rice exports from South Carolina and Georgia.
Okay. How about the other map? What's it showing us? Isabel?
The exports of the English colonies.
Okay. And what are they exporting? What are the exports, TJ? So those are the exports, and each state has an export, and the key or the little box is going to tell you which one, okay? So we're going to come back to that at the end of the lesson. You're going to answer those 3 questions on that page. Now, let's go to page 218, and we're going to talk about the colonial trade and industry at that time. What is industry? Industry, what does it mean? Think about it. Hayden, what is industry?
What work in, what you're working in, like the industry of farming.
Right. That farming is a type of industry. Okay. Peyton? Okay, I just wanted to know what you knew before you read. How about free enterprise? What does free enterprise mean? What do you think? Before you read, what do you think? It's free. What's free? Justin?
Enterprise.
What does it mean? I don't understand.
An enterprise is like a big business.
Okay.
So, isn't there like a company or something?
How about a market or market? What does markets mean?
A market is like a food line.
Not that kind of market.
A market. A big
Don't read it. Tell me if you're prior knowledge.
market is a bunch of buyers coming together.
Okay. Let's when we read this text, let's pay attention to these 3 vocabulary words. And what we're going to do is do our concept definition map for this one, free enterprise. Okay. So, page 218.
We have to read it.
Riley,
218.
you start.
He said 218.
Wait, hold on a second, Riley. I wish your classmates were more respectful to you and would not make any noise while you read.
218.
Page 218, starting at the top. Carly. Olivia. Sophie.
The sugar industry was also working in Virginia and Carolinas, where live oak trees provided timber. Shipbuilding helped create markets for other products too, and market is a coming together of buyers and sellers. Ships mean boats sailing other equipment too.
Maddie, go ahead and finish. Okay. So, That question right there, the reading check says, why didn't the English want New England to have its own shipbuilding industry? Why wouldn't the English who were over in England want New England to start their own industry of shipbuilding? Talk to your partners about it first. Okay, let's hear. Let's hear. Evan, what did your group say?
We said that they wouldn't want it because
Garrett, I don't know what just happened, but Evan broke out in the giggles. Now, in a lesson where we're really trying to learn about free enterprise and the industry and the shipbuilding, I don't think that's very appropriate. So can you tell me your answer without laughing?
we said that they didn't want it because then they would be separate and free from England's rule.
Hold on a second. You said, say that again?
I said that they didn't want it because they wanted to control everything that went on the colony. If they let them get some other free thing, then it would just, they would not want that because they could do stuff and it wouldn't be under English control.
Okay, I understand now. Allison?
They didn't want it, they didn't want New England to have their own shipbuilding industry because all the stuff that they get is from them. They have to get from the state of all of this water.
What kind of stuff?
Ships. They have to give the ships to England, and they didn't want them to have their own industry because then they would keep it for themselves.
Okay. Anyone else? Logan? England needed the money, so what does that mean?
They were sending.
So why would, if England needed the money, why wouldn't they want New England to build ships?
Because it was
Logan?
Because they didn't have all the stuff to build it.
Okay. Landon, what do you got to say?
Because then New England, England would when we New England would be getting the money instead of England getting the money, and like they're taking up all and if New England has more, and even if England has some, but if they don't have that high of supplies, they might not. They might go to New England because they know they have a better option.
Okay, so Landon just answered Logan's question. Comment when Logan said England needed the money, but if New England built the ships, England wouldn't get the money. Right? Okay. So let's talk about these vocabulary terms. What does industries mean? Isabel. A business that makes a product. Give me an example of an industry. West Vaco, very, very nice example. Hayden. Okay. Like the makers of the Xbox or the makers of the computer software. Apple. Peyton, give me an example of an industry. Does that look mean you weren't paying attention? Okay, well, you should be able to give me an example. A business that makes a product. Anything. Helper. Sony. Okay, Justin. Okay, what do?
They make lumber.
They make lumber. Okay. How about markets? Markets. Not those kind of markets, but they do the same thing. Olivia? Coming together of buyers and sellers. Now, back in these days, what do you think that looked like? Something like an auction. That's what it probably looked like back then. What does a market look like now?
Food line.
Okay, Food Line is a market with buyers and sellers. Who are the buyers and sellers at Food Line? So the clerks are the what? Buyers or sellers?
Sellers.
And who are the buyers?
Oh yeah,
Us.
They pay you actually.
eBay. So in eBay, the buyers are actually
The sellers.
Sellers,
The
huh.
sellers are actually the buyers.
that's awesome.
That might be the key. I'm gonna go shop for
And what do
Not that you
you
really get paid.
and with your money, Justin, with your money, are you a buyer or a seller?
Buyer,
Buyer.
but then you get your money back.
Okay. What I'm going to give you is another concept definition map with the word free enterprise needing to be in the middle. Okay?
Is this homework?
Did I say it was homework?
Are we doing it right now?
I think we're going to fill it in right now. So go ahead and write the word free enterprise where it says the word.
What is it again? Free enterprise?
It's on the board.
What's the definition here? Never mind.
We did this the other day, you don't remember?
I don't.
Okay. Free enterprise, go right there. Free enterprise is our word. We're going to map out the definition. We're going to give examples and we're going to say, what is this word like? So, someone tell me the definition. Everyone's going to write this where it says, what is definition?
Let's keep order.
Is that where your book says? Your book has a definition. Eliza.
Free enterprise system people can start any business they want.
So what's the key word in this word? Free. Free, right? Okay. So the definition goes where it says, what is this? That's the definition.
Okay, so can I run what you have up there? That's why you put it up there.
Just to yourself. Okay. So, we have the word, we have the definition. Now we need to figure out what free enterprise is like. What is something like a free enterprise? Not an example. What is it like? Okay, in a free enterprise system, Sophie says you can build and sell products yourself. That's a good example. Good. What is like box? So we need to write that in. And what is it like box? You build and sell things yourself in a free enterprise system. Go ahead, Justin.
What happens if you buy it and sell it for more?
If you buy it and sell it for more than you bought it for?
Yeah, is that a free enterprise?
I think you would have to be selling it for more than you buy it for because...
You need to make money off of it.
That's right. Okay.
But wait.
What's another, what is it like? What is free enterprise like? I need another example of that. To fill in our boxes up here. Buy and sell things. Riley. So you're saying a local business?
Yeah.
So in a free enterprise system, you can start a local business. So go ahead and write that in. What is it like? Sophie, what do you have to say? A local business. Okay, now we're going to ask for examples of free enterprise system or free enterprise economy. What's an example? Give me an example of a free enterprise. Look at your definition. Look at what it's like. Tell me what an example is, Hayden.
An example?
Yes.
A free enterprise?
Yes.
Could be like a grocery store selling something like scales and scales level.
Oh yeah, up in
Okay, so example of a free enterprise system is scales and tails. They basically started any business they want. They wanted to start a business that sells fish and fish products. So, let me ask you this question. Can they charge anything they want at Scales and Tails?
Yes.
Why?
I don't like that law because they sell chicken and each place that we got had it.
Well, you just got some bad fish then.
Nah, not really. Like all the fish we got from there, even Andrew, they were all sick.
Well, here's why they're allowed to do that. Not saying it's fair because it's free enterprise. So what do you think happens in a non-free enterprise system? What happens? Think about it. Talk to your table. What happens in a non-free enterprise system? All right, I think I heard a great example from Sophie. Sophie, what did you just say? In a non-free enterprise system, what happens? You have to go by the rules. Good. Landon?
You can't put whatever price you want. You can't sell whatever you want. You have to sell what pretty much the government controls you, what you're doing in your business.
Say that last part again. Who controls you?
The government.
The government. In a non-free enterprise system, Landon said, the government controls you. That's exactly right. Okay. Go ahead, Justin. One last comment.
So if I start a free enterprise, I can sell whatever I'm looking for.
For however much you want.
As long as it's legal.
As long as it's legal. Very good, Hayden.
Moonshine.
We don't, that's not a very appropriate topic for 5th grade. Okay, put your concept maps away. Go back to page 219. Please get out a blank piece of paper. No. That wouldn't be blank, would it, Evan?
What?
Would that be blank?
Blank.
That means you don't have nothing.
One side would, one side wouldn't. Yes, ma'am. So she's in a free enterprise. You could probably get a piece out of one of your notebooks, like your social studies notebook maybe.
How about the spelling folder?
Spelling folder. I think you know where to get a blank piece of paper. Okay. Next direction. I can wait. Page 219, we already talked about this. There's 2 graphs. There's 3 questions. Answer the 3 questions. When you're done those 3 questions, there's going to be a 4th question similar to what we did Friday. I need 1 paragraph. I need correct spelling and punctuation. I'm going to write the question on the board. So do these. Yes, do these 3 questions in the book. Use your charts by yourself. We're not working together. Okay, and then when you're done those 3, question 4 will be on the board. If you do not finish this, it will be homework. So what you need to do is write number 4 down on your paper after you answer 1, 2, and 3. Are there any questions? Get to work. Evan, go ahead and bring that ticket up. Now, is it appropriate to be? Come in back here. Is that appropriate when we're trying to work on it?
No, this is
Okay. Try to get it out. Let's pull it out. Pull it out. Can someone read number 4 to me? Hayden.
What exports would you like to work with back then and why?
What export? Now you're reading about exports on your chart. What export would you like to have worked with if you were living in these times? And why would you have chosen that export?
Well, there was an export.
Someone help Justin. Go ahead, anyone.
It's whenever you export something, you send it somewhere, like, say, you're sending totes to anyone, and then they send you, rice or something like that. I don't know. Just it. But they don't have to get that in the terms of
A period, number 2, actually for a period of time. So a period of time has more than one date. What conclusions can you draw about the importance of rights in the economy of the American economy? So rights was very important back then. Why?
Because it was food.
Right there. Okay, so here you all your exports. Fish, grain, indigo, rice, chips, tobacco. Which one would you like to work on? Which one of those exports would you like to work on? Now, I ready last. You're last. Next pick up, right?
So we could work on
If that's what you would like to do, I'm giving you your choice of exports. Fish, grain, indigo, rice, ships. Which one would you like? What pertains to you and your interests? This is number 4. Pick one and say why you would like to work on that. But you have to write a whole paragraph free of spelling and punctuation, just like you did on Friday. I enjoyed reading your writing today. It was very clear, concise, to the point. You answered 3. That's number 3. If you have a question about anything, raise your hand. I'll come to you. We have a few more minutes before we have to go to art. So wrap up the question that you're on, and then the rest will be homework.